Well, I'm at the Minister Creek Trail at the Allegheny National Forest. Oh. Wow. I think we need to go up this way. Yeah. Well, come on over. This should be interesting. Raindrops are falling on my head too. It feels good. This isn't really that bad. Okay. So there's this cave-like thing going on here. But there's stairs going that way. So we just came from down there. And we gotta go this way. So let's do it. Right now I'm going up. Yeah, I bet they are. Yep. All right, this part's kind of tricky, but I'm going to do it one-handed if I don't fall over. Here we go. Up and through. Pause for a burst of energy. There we go. And I'm through. There we go. Oh, it's breezy. All right. Well, we made it to the top. This is the overlook. Let's see what it says. Middle Loop, South Loop, Minister Valley, overlook. Okay, let's see. Oh, that's beautiful. Yeah. All right, let's go down here. There we go. And the approach There we go. Look at that. Wow. Look at that. And of course, let's look down. I don't know if you can tell. That's way down there. That is far out. So, hi, my name is Jamie Schmatzer, and today I'm 1,000 feet up at the Minister Creek Overlook. I'm going to be camping tonight, and I'm going to be using the 10.5 foot ultralight hammock by OneWind. They sent this to me on Saturday. Today's a Monday. I haven't opened it up yet, so if it fails, if there's something wrong, I'm going to be screwed. So hopefully it works. Look at that. There's logs to sit on, there's a fire pit, there's a table, there's a ridgeline over there. I think we're gonna make our way over to there. Oh, this says, thank you, make home where you are, and for suggested setup, video, and use of this product, there's a QR code. That's kind of cool. And this is a pretty nice bag. I don't know that I'll ever use it again, but it does have a warning, don't suffocate your children in it. So, on the face of it, we've got a double-sided stuff sack, and I can tell that this side has the straps. So I'll take those out, and I'll keep the rubber bands because they might be useful. Let's see. Alright, so it looks kind of like, I usually like to do a hammock about this high, just above my head. And that just loops through. Now there aren't the daisy chains on this one, so that must be because it's going to go through this buckle. Get a close up on this buckle. Right, so that buckle is going to go through there, and so instead of the daisy chain type that some other companies have, this one has an almost infinite level of change adjustment rather. So all right, let's get the other one up. There's a user's manual. We don't need no stinking manual. So again, go to this one, about this high. Bring it on through. And this is the part I'm not quite sure about, but hey, I'm doing this for the first time, right? Now, a little trick. The whole purpose of having the double side is so that I can set this up without it touching the ground, basically. Oh, look at that. It looks like the bug nut is already installed. That's fantastic. Okay, I like that. OneWind, I'll give you some points for that. Now let's figure this out. How does this work? What do you think? It goes up through here and then maybe through there? Of course I had to there we go. I had it there we go. Okay, so if I pull on that, that's gonna under its own weight cinch up. So okay. And I'm close enough to the other side that I can grab this one. Do the same thing. Put that through here. And then that one goes through here. All right, that looks good. And then I can freely adjust this up high as I need to. Let's adjust this one up some more. Easily bring that up. And good. All right, so I'm going to pull this off of here, and then I'm going to use the toggle just to keep it above here. Now, one of the nice things about these kind of straps is it functions as a drip line. So when the water comes down in the rain, it's going to take the path of least resistance, which is going to be this strap, and instead of continuing down into the hammock, it's going to stop right there. So, not expecting any rain tonight, but let's see about this. Oh, what do you know? So, Bill, do you see that right here? This is a what's called a structural ridgeline, so that the hang is the same every single time, and it looks like it needs to be adjusted. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to bring this over here. This is the bug net. Oh, so here's a little cell phone pouch. Right, pouch here, pouch there, and on the other side, 2 pouches. So that's a nice little feature. Now this here is called a Whoopie sling. So there you go, that's the structural ridgeline. And you usually want these things to be pretty tight. This bead is so that it doesn't slip through. And we want that to be pretty tight. So I'm going to keep pulling on it. Keep pulling on it. Now when I get in, it's going to be under tension. And you want to be able to go like this a little bit. If you can't do that, it's too tight. So I'm going to get the bug net up and over this. Let's see, can we do that? Sorry people, this is the first time I've done this. This is a true unboxing video, so to speak. The first impressions. And I'm struggling a little bit. I need to loosen it. There we go. Okay, cool. So that's up out of the way. Good, I'm golden. I'm going to tighten that back down, actually. Okay, so this is... Oh, I see what they're doing. Okay, that's cool. So this comes this way. Structural ridgeline right there. Okay. Straighten that out a little bit. Let's see this hammock. So I'm just going to get in and see if... Oh, there's a nice little hook for a little light or something. That's cool. Now I can see that this end is higher than that end. So what I'm going to do, before I do anything else, you know what? I actually don't mind that. Let me see here. Put it under tension. That's not too bad. Not too bad. I'm sitting. Now I like my hammocks to be of the height because I'm old, where my knees aren't, where my butt is not lower than my knees when I sit like this, because that way it's easy to get up. Does that make sense? So I'm going to sit down from this side. This is a 10.5 foot hammock. I'm sitting, I'm not falling. There we go. That's under tension, but I can do that, so that's cool. Now, for all y'all that don't know, some of my subscribers know this, some of you don't. In my 20s, I went on a month-long trip to Brazil for a wedding, actually. And while I was in Brazil, I went to the Amazon rainforest, the city of Manaus, right in the middle of the Amazon, where the Amazon River and the Black River, the Rio Negro, comes down from the north. There's the meeting of the waters and all that stuff. I spent a week on the Amazon on a boat, a little boat. We would string up hammocks from one side of the boat to the other, and also inland. And what I found out is that the villagers there in the Amazon, they've never slept in a bed. They've always slept in a hammock. So they're up above ground, they're away from the insects, and it's hot. So that convective breeze from underneath helps to keep them cool. But I will say this though, there was one day it was 110 degrees out Fahrenheit, and at night it dropped to 70 and I felt like I was freezing. I kept telling myself it's 70 degrees, I'm not freezing, but it felt like it because the temperature had dropped 40 degrees. That's a big shock to the body. Anyway, when I got home from that trip, I threw out my bed and I slept in a hammock for 10 years, every night. So I've got lots of experience in a hammock. So one of the things about sleeping in a hammock if you're new, and so far this thing's still holding me up, is you want to sleep on a diagonal. So let me get over to here and I'll show you. Now see what happens when I sleep on a diagonal like this? It makes it flat. I'm not like a banana, right? If I were to sleep with my head at this end and my feet at that end, there would be a banana effect. But if you sleep at this angle, it flattens out and you get an awesome night's sleep. All right, so let's see about this bug net. This is a bottom entry bug net. I've never used one before. I've used bug nets, but not a bottom entry one. So we've got that going. Let me get around here. And let's see. Oh, okay. So if you can see that, there's a toggle on both sides here and here. And so presumably what I do is probably going to look like a goofball, but that's okay. If it keeps the bugs away, I don't care. Call me a goofball. All right, so I'm in here. Hi, how many fingers am I holding up? So now I got to be able to swing my legs over. So let's do that. Oh no, I'm going to fall out of a hammock. In all of my time, I've never fallen out of a hammock. And then I guess you just kind of, how am I going to do that? All right, so I'm going to bring this over here. Now I have control of both of them. I think that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to cinch the opposite side up. There we go. Let's cinch that up. And then maybe I cinch this one up too. I'll do it from the inside. I've never done this before, people. So I guess that works. Oh, there's still a little bit of a hole. I don't know. Are mosquitoes clever enough to get in there? I don't know. All right, here I am. I'm gonna grab the cell phone holder and the light little Jimmy thing, and I'm ready to go to sleep. So far, so good. So OneWind, I don't know if you can see me. OneWind, thank you for sending the hammock. So far, everything's checked out just fine. Shipping was incredibly fast. And so far, this is good to go. The 10.5 foot size is kind of nice because it, shorter hammock means less weight. So if you're trying to keep it ultralight, that's one way of doing it. And this is, when I was in Brazil, the hammocks were even, shorter, some of them. So this is fine. It's plenty wide enough. And are there any other features that I'm missing? There's little tabs here. Bill, can you focus in on that? See, there's a tab there. I'm not quite sure what that's for, but it's there. And there's one on this side. So all is well. Nice OneWind logo here. And I think that's all that needs to be said. Well, I'm in the hammock. I forgot to take video of dinner, but I will tell you it was delicious. It was the Texas State Fair chili by Packet Gourmet, and it was very good. And we had a good time, my brother-in-law and I. And now it is past our bedtimes, And I am all settled in. This new hammock from OneWind. And so far I'm pretty comfortable. Just ready to go to bed. So I will see you in the morning.
Well, good morning from the hammock. I slept fantastic. My first night in the OneWind hammock was successful. And I'm going to get up now.
So do you see this mosquito breeding ground here? All of that mucky water. Look at all that. And it continues on that way. This is all nasty mosquito breeding ground. Well, to test the OneWind hammock and the included bug net, my hammock's right there. Right next to the mosquito breeding ground. Right here. And we got breeding ground right there. And guess what? Not a mosquito got in. So we weren't sure. See, the campsite was over there across the creek. And we weren't sure where the trail was. But I got over to here and I don't know if you can see that far in the distance, but right in the middle of the screen there's that silver diamond on the tree that tells us we're going the right way. So we just stumbled across the second camping area, and cool stuff. Somebody built a nice chair out of stone, and we were a little ways down this creek, and this is a beautiful area. This would have been a good one. Look at that. And unlike our spot, there are no swamplands over here. So this would have been fantastic. Very beautiful. And here is another campsite. Very nice. And it's right by all of this. It's quite beautiful. Okay, there we go. Well, that's the last bit of the hike. What was it, 6 or 7 miles, Bill?
Yep.
Here we go. We're good. And like the whole trip, look at that frog right there. See it? See it? We've been seeing those the whole time.